What up, world? Try to talk my shit, man. You know, I'm gonna give me some rest. I was thinking about some shit today, right? But I don't know everything. It's just something I think about. That don't mean I'm right. I think a lot of relationships. I think relationships are dying. I think people just tired of communicating with each other, and it's bigger than me. Like when I be on the internet looking at a lot of videos and shit, probably just me though. I see a lot of people, man. Relationships are kind of dead, and I try to encourage people. Your best out sometimes is just to figure out how to just take care of yourself. And I ain't just saying that shit because I'm in my situation. But I just focus on, I get help from people though. You know what I'm saying? I get help from real people that help me out. But it's shit bigger than me, dog. I think a lot of relationships are just burnt out. People don't like each other. It's like you can do anything. Like a lot of people are destroyed mentally. Like me, I gonna be real about that shit. Like me, I'm dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? That's why I roll by myself. I'm dysfunctional a little bit. I do a little good shit, but at the same time I'm just functional. But it ain't just me though. I'm just willing to admit that shit. I see a lot of people out there trying to survive and shit. But a lot of people, I think people just tired of each other because you always see people arguing and fighting. That's what I that's what I be seeing. You can avoid that shit a little bit. And better way I think you can avoid that shit. It's something I'm trying to practice on how to do because I'm just a bomb in the street, but at the same time, though, I'm still living. I just try to just like myself and deal with myself. Now I do come across some people that I can get along with, but a lot of us we don't want to admit that we dysfunction. I think you ain't gonna motherfucking get straight until you admit you probably got some dysfunction. Like I know I got some dysfunction. It is what it is though. I ain't the only one. I just can admit that shit. Like me, I try not to trip about the situation I'm in because I kind of chose this shit too though. I chose just to be out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to please everybody in this world, bro, because a lot of us too dysfunctional. You get what I'm saying? So I try to encourage people, man. Just try to work and take care of yourself. Then you might figure some of this shit out. Just work to try to take care of yourself. So a lot of us so dysfunctional, man, to you hurt yourself trying to appease that shit. Like I come across something like let me say how dysfunctional this shit is. And I know I ain't just talking like I come across some people, right? I cool as hell with them. They like me. They even offer me help. But then I go across another person. You got to be careful around because you don't know if you're gonna get to arguing or fighting. And then once you get to arguing and fighting about, it shit don't even be worth arguing and fighting about. That's when I knew this shit was bigger than me. And I fell into a big ass thing of depression and even started playing with drugs. Now I just now recovered off of drugs and I don't even have the urge for that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want the drugs no more. I kinda got like a natural thing going on. But I just be tripping, like I can go that's when I knew I was like, man, this shit bigger than you though, bro. I think a lot of us I think a lot of us just dysfunctional and that shit you can't hide that shit no more. This shit just coming out. 'Cause I see that shit going on in other people's lives too. That's why I just roll by myself. Ain't that I gave up. I ain't gave up. I just roll by myself, man. Cause I had to realize like you're not gonna motherfucker be able to satisfy everybody. Especially if you're in a working environment. People don't even go to work and work no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there don't even go to work to work. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work, you just supposed to. And I'm unemployed though, but I used to leave jobs because I ain't feel like I probably more the right best decision to make. But I used to leave jobs and shit just to keep from arguing about shit that ain't helping me put no money in my pocket. So I just like my like, you know what I'm saying? I just try to encourage people, man. Just learn how to just deal with yourself, cause a lot of us so dysfunctional and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said that's why I knew I won't really no problem. It's people who had like problems with themselves, cause they be holding on to pain and all that crazy. Like like I can go around a person get along with this person and shit happen. Then you can go around another one of us. Like a lot of us, like we ain't gonna do, like it ain't no sense talking to her because you ain't gonna do nothing. Get into an argument and fight. I done been in so many fights, I get tired of fighting. You know what I'm saying? I be like, man, I ain't got time to just argue with you all day and fight with you. That shit ain't helping you do shit. That shit ain't helping me do shit. And then most motherfuckers you will get into it with, bro. You don't even know them person. You ain't got really nothing to do with them person. Motherfucker, you think they mad at you, but they be mad at themselves. Like that's why I said I try to encourage people. If you want to try to like get better, man, just take care of yourself. Relationships are dead. This shit bigger than me, dog. I see other people going through this shit. You know, some people tired of being married. Motherfucking relationship, motherfuckers just tired of each other. Like, but I think it be motherfuckers going through their own personal shit. And they dysfunctions just be showing, you know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of us spoiled and shit. I'm just gonna keep that shit real. Like I can go around some people, they cool as fuck, man. I goddamn get along with them, no problem. Then I go around some, I'm like, man, ain't no sense talking to this motherfucker. You ain't gonna come up. You ain't gonna get nothing done. I know I ain't the only one dealing with that shit because I done seen other people going through that shit too. Like I done seen other people like they just trying to like work and survive, and somebody there taking them off. And most people like to blame that shit on the devil. I don't like blaming shit on God or the devil. I blame that shit. Nah, nigga, own up to your shit. Like I own up to my shit, and I deal with my situation the best way I can. You feel me? I just deal with that shit. Even when I'm in shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna do that shit though. So I think like best way for you survive in the future, man. Focus more on your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Cause you drive yourself crazy, man. Like you be around motherfucker on drugs or alcoholic, man. Lose everything cause you trying to please motherfuckers and shit. Everybody you can't please in this bitch, bro. It's just what it is. Like I said, I can go around some people, man. They'll help me, nice to me. I can work with them. Then I probably get around just one motherfucker. They come throw that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Then they be thinking they be mad at you, but they really be mad at themselves about some shit. And they think they be mad at you and shit. And they be like, and you be like, you don't be want to deal with that shit because you be like, man, ain't my job. Ain't my job to deal with your emotions and feelings and shit. You get what I'm saying? It be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, motherfucker, like I be knowing a lot of people, they mean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker just mean. You can see you can see the depression in their eyes and shit. I got that problem too. I be mean as fuck. I got depression in my eyes and shit. That's why then I go just dip off by myself and try to like sleep that shit off or rest, get that shit off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the people I be getting to it with, they just as messed up in the head as me. And I be like, man, I got my own problems, man, with that shit. I ain't trying to motherfucker sit here because ain't shit gonna come up out that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like arguing with you. I don't feel like I've been in arguments and fights. I don't feel like going through that shit, man. My body don't want to deal with that shit. My mind don't always want to deal. That shit made me kind of retarded. So I don't know. Everything ain't all fucked though, cause I see some good shit going on too. I see people working together. I see families being together. You know what I'm saying? I see people trying to grow. I just try to pay attention to them and learn from that shit. But the confrontational folks, I just try to stay about their face, man. I just try to stay out their face. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like me, I'm just functional. That's why I stay out people's face too. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just stick to myself right now. I ain't trying to like bump heads with nobody just cause Some folks just want to argue and fight. It don't even matter. They ain't really even care about whether this shit wrong or right. They just be wanting to get that pressure off, and they don't know how to like deal with that shit without doing that.